Yeah. Well, you know, like I said, what happened? What happened to the wireless ones, or is that what you're talking about? Nice. Poor network conditions. Play may be affected. Am I still broadcasting? Says I'm still broadcasting. Says I'm still broadcasting, but I don't know. You know. Well, all this on and off has got my driving skill not so cool. I went back to the festival site, and I'm gonna head back on the highway. Oh, I'm going the wrong way on the highway. Whatever, it's all good. You'll probably hear me talking about it as soon as I get on the wrong way of the highway. I'll jump over. You know, I jumped over. It's all good. Oh! I almost just smoked a beetle on the road. And I'm doing 230 right now on the highway. 233. I max out at like 238 or something. 236, 237, 238. Yeah, she's tacking real hard. 239, 240 for a second. But really? Wow. Well, like I said, that's my new internet for you. I'm thoroughly disappointed in the whole idea that it's the exact same tower. It's just under a different group of people who own it now because Sprint was bought. T-Mobile, and yeah, it's T-Mobile. And it's Greenbush, and it's the exact same tower that I was on before. But I needed to have a different SIM card, and I was thinking that maybe the SIM card in my old modem might work, because it's cellular based. And maybe that would give me the reception that I used to have, to where, because if I go and I look at my reception, I don't get quite what I used to have. And if I do a speed test on the network, it's terrible, man. I used to have 25, 30 megabits a second. I've got like 7 or 8 now. So, and you know, instead of $100 a month, it's $120 a month. And instead of unlimited, now I'm limited to 500 gigabytes a month. And so even Grandma and Grandpa, when they watch TV, because that was the whole point of getting rid of satellite, not satellite internet, but satellite TV. Yeah, I just had them watching, Samsung TV Plus and, my Amazon and all that stuff. And, then this thing happened where I had to change internet, and I am not happy with it. Although I can say that being on my mobile hotspot, I've already lasted, I think, twice as long So long as I'm still broadcasting. I didn't get a notification. I'm going to check real quick, though. Yeah, it still says I'm broadcasting live. So, you know, I don't know, man. This new internet really sucks, and I don't know what to do about it. You know, if I climb up and try to change the way the antennas are or something, I don't know. I'm totally lost, because it should be the exact same thing, just under a different provider. Yeah, he even told me it was going to be off the same tower, you know? Well, he was skeptical that I was even going to have service, and I'm like, well, I've got the Sprint service, and he's like, dude, really? I'm like, yeah, I've been on it for like 2 years now, and it's great, and then you told me that I got to change to T-Mobile, or I got to get a different modem or some crap like that, and I'm going to be charged more, and I'm going to get less data, and I'm not happy about any of it. But, you know, if you're dropping my service, what more can I do? I can't get Charter here, you know. You know, realistically and honestly, if I had good internet like I used to have, then of course, summertime's a different story, but now that winter's approaching, yeah, but now that winter is approaching, I'm going to be online a lot more, and I'd be able to stream everything. Yeah, that's why people get fat in the winter, and, you know, that's just, it's normal. It's typical stuff. There's nothing bad about any of that. There's nothing lazy. It's winter. Winter sucks. You can't go out and do the same things you do in summertime, and you gain weight because you're not doing anything. And so that's my thing in the wintertime, is I like to play a stupid racing game. But if I can't stream, then nobody knows it. So I don't know. It's just, I'm amazed that it's still going on my mobile hotspot off of my telephone. That's literally 40 feet under where my T-Mobile thing is at right now. What's that? See what I'm saying? Even the TV, we have a problem with the TV now. You know, if you watch, well, there's a couple of different channels Dad really likes on Samsung TV Plus. You know, he likes to watch Real America's News. He used to watch Newsmax, but he don't watch that anymore. It's Real America's Voice, and then Unidentified, the Alien channel. You know, but the thing is Real America's Voice will start scrolling their, well, not there, but the TV will start giving you that little circle at the top, like it's, you know, screwed up and it's not got enough bandwidth to be able to produce the image. A whole lot more than it ever did, first of all. But then, like, Unidentified, that channel, he doesn't have a problem with that channel. But he's got a major problem with Real America's Voice. And then, like me, if I go streaming, I get screwed and I get booted off. And, well, why? Why do I get booted off when I'm on essentially the same network I used to be on? It's just under a different ownership. And I still go through Evo Depot USA for my internet provider, because they're the only real cellular plan that offers more than 15 gigabytes a month for less than $100. Well, it's more than $100 I pay now, but that was the only deal I could get, you know. And Elon Musk Starlink, you got to get on a waiting list for now, because there's too many people in this area that got it, and he can't provide the amount of bandwidth that the people who have signed up for it are requiring for him to have the kind of speeds that he advertises. And so until he, I just had something pop up really fast, but I didn't see what it was at the top of my screen on Forza. It might not have even displayed it entirely the whole time. It was just like a little blink, one of them little pink boxes, you know? Well, you should see it right quick. I'm going to stop. If you see when I've stopped, you've gone too far. I'm looking at balloons now. It didn't come up all the way, it just blinked, right? Okay, well. Let's see, am I... What? That's weird. Right, it won't skip what I've already done to show you what's going on right now, but you can do that yourself. Because my bandwidth got better. Is that a Stupra? It is. That's a Stupra. He's already got a wheelie going on because he's like stuck on something or something. I don't know. His tires are off the ground. But it's a Stupra. I am not gonna drag race that guy. I'm sure that's what that is. It looks like the same car from Fast and Furious. Yeah, it is. It's a Supra. I knew it was a Stupra. I knew it was. I just doubt myself because I hate that car so much. I don't even like looking at it. Well, here. And I'm probably going to stream much longer off of my phone because, well, no, it's near the end of the month. But what I'll do is I'll jump out and I'll say, look at how much more beautiful this car is compared to the Stupra. Yeah, and he's still sitting here honking his crap. But look, I'll pull up right beside this Joker. Look at how much better my car... Oh, you can't see both sides. I was going to say, look at his livery that makes him think like he's, you know, Brian from Fast and Furious. And then look at my beautiful car. What? Yeah. Yeah, my white and blue. You know, this is a 150 sedan. If you look at what it is, the Chevrolet 150 sedan utility. So the paint job on this car, here, let me put it in some sunlight so you can see it better. The paint job on this car mimics that of the Bel Air. A 55 Bel Air would have where that white streak is coming across the front fender to the driver's door, and then it stops and comes under and starts up again, and it half cuts the back door and all that. That profile design would be what the Bel Air looks like. The 150, if you actually look at the way a 150 looks, I don't think I have another one, but I'm going to see real quick. Their car is completely black, I think, when you look at the Chevy 150. Yeah, right here. So this is the normal 150 utility sedan. This is what it would look like if you were to have bought it in 1955. And look at how little bit chrome there is. There's no chrome on the side of this car. And yeah, the rear bumper's chrome. You've got the hubcaps have chrome on them, but even like if you look around the windows, there's not a lot of chrome around the windows. And if you remember what my car actually looks like, there's more chrome than this car would ever think to have on it, right? But this is how it would look this is how it would look if you bought a 150 sedan. There's not a lot of chrome on it. Well, I decided that with this 150 sedan, I wanted to make it a little bit more like my car, and they didn't have like the 56 Chevy style paint job on it for the 210 model, because mine's a 210. There's a 150, a 210, and then a Bel Air, and then, oh, wrong button. And then there's also a Nomad. Well, the Nomad is the Bel Air version of the station wagon, because there's also, the utility. But now you see that on this car, it's imitation chrome, but you can see that there's that chrome stripe that comes down it, and that's the way a Bel Air would actually look. And then I don't think a single Bel Air came in a solid paint. I think every single one of them was two-tone. And I like the idea of the white being in the back and the blue in the front. Like, yeah, it looks clean. I got it sitting really low on race suspension. I kept the original rims because I like the original rims. And I wish I could have put white walls on it, but if you go in and you go to put white walls on it, you can see the drastic difference that happens in your tuning. And I'm gonna go to the garage real quick, because this is my own tune. I can do whatever I want to it. And so if I go to the tires and I go to vintage white wall tire, blah blah blah, I lose my traction by a factor of 0.39. And because I got racing slicks on it right now, it's an S2 943. When I drop down to just that one thing, them tires with the white walls on it, it goes to 876. So you're talking like 70 points. Let's see. 24 and 43. Yeah, 71 points. No. 24 and 43 is 67. I apologize. My math in my head didn't work out right immediately because it's getting late. It's 8:30 for me. And I got up late today, but I had a rough week. So, but to have that look versus what I did have, I made the car fun to drive is what I did. I could have put reds on it. I could have put the outline white letters on it. The red stripe, I guess it doesn't look bad, but it doesn't go well with blue. I don't know if you're still watching my stream or not, but the blue with that red, I paused on the red for a minute, and I just don't like the way that looks. And I still drop, I don't know, what is that, 8 points? I still drop 8 points, and it's to do with the handling and acceleration, and I made the car fun to drive. I wish I could have got the wide white walls on it, because that, if I would have, like here, say if I go to the wide white walls, and yeah, I got all them white as I possibly can, and then I go back to the way it looks classically with the smaller rims, and I look at the tires, that looks so much cooler to me, right? It does by a long shot. I think that looks way cooler. But now I'm at an 877 versus a 943. And right. Be the specific tire compound that you want. Yeah, if you could make it the wide white walls and still keep the tire compound that you wanted, that would be better. The other part of it that really agitated me is I really like the way the car looks, but I took and shaved the front bumper off. I don't need this, you know. I, it looks good with a chrome bumper on it, but I don't like the front aero thing that they put on it because it unlocks downforce tuning. It looks stupid. I don't like that. I wish I would have just kept the original chrome bumper, but you know, it reduces you down a lot if I toggle back and forth, right? So here's what I have now. It's a 943, and you're at, what is that, 5257 10 10 10 8031, and then go back to this. You know, if you well, maybe it would be better if I don't know, it's hard to do. That the arrow obviously adds more to the car, and it jumps it up 3 points, I guess. It jumps it up 3 points. But I don't like the way that foil looks on it. And when I take and just put the bumper back on to make it look cool again, I lose, well, I guess I don't lose a point on off-road or braking or acceleration, but they all turn red. And I get better handling supposedly, but I don't know. You know, it just, I don't know. The way that it turned out, it looked okay, but the back bumper looks funny to me. The problem with all that idea, though, is if you take and put the back bumper back on, it's the same thing. It doesn't add any problems or points or nothing. I don't know. Maybe I should just put it back on, because I think the car looks better with the bumpers. You know? I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Well, maybe we'll just put them back on. And you know what? Maybe I'll see what the vintage race tires look like. I don't know. Because putting the bumpers... Well, the thing is, the bumpers don't really drop me that much. You know, they just claim that there's a drop. Yep. Did he text you back that you didn't know shit? Okay. Alright, I'm just making sure. Yeah, he doesn't. I was making sure that I caught what you had to say correctly. Because... you know, people are stupid, man. I'm telling you that it's pretty obvious to me that the car that you were looking at is only two-wheel drive. And it would be front-wheel drive because that's the way the Escapes are. Unless they're four-wheel drive, and they're not all-wheel drive, but it just... Man, if that guy doesn't know, I don't know if he should even be selling the car. Because the pictures you asked him for... Right! And the pictures you asked for isn't what he sent you. You asked specifically for pictures of the wheel well and where the shock mounts to the frame. And what did he send you? Undercarriage photos of where you can see the spare tire being held up back there. You can't even have... Unless you didn't know what you were looking at, you wouldn't even know that the car wasn't four-wheel drive. You would have to know what you're looking at on the Escapes. Because it's not... I don't know. I guess not. You know, maybe it's that obvious for most people, and I'm sure people listening to my stream are going to be like, what the hell are you talking about? Ford Escape being front-wheel drive or blah? Alright, dude, look, whatever. I don't care. I'm having a conversation with my daughter right now, and you can just shut it. And if you don't like my stream, don't watch me anymore. I could care less. There. Having that said, this is how it works. That dude that you're dealing with at the dealership, if he can't even recall whether or not it was four-wheel drive, he's trying to sell a vehicle for $3,800. Right, 38? 34. 38? I was right the first time. I remembered that. Good for me. $3,800. And it's got 160-some thousand miles on it. In Indiana, it's a two-wheel drive vehicle with a four-cylinder in it. It ain't happening. It ain't happening. He doesn't know what the hell it even is. It ain't happening. Oh my God, I cannot drive in this vehicle. No, they do not come with remote start. Well, no, it's an aftermarket thing. It's an aftermarket thing. It's not a dealer installed option. Escapes never came with remote start. Not in those years. Yeah. But what? Do 21 city, 28 highway. 21 city, 28 highway. On a four-cylinder. Your V6 gets that. It doesn't matter if it's by much or not. It gets that. Wow. Either he's got some bad information and he's just... you know, Alicia, the more I think about it, I would flag that particular dealership as a do not go to anymore. Oh, Christ. Did I just say your name on live stream? I think I did. Just saying, I don't know. I think I did. I try to behave myself. Because... it doesn't say Tiny Tot? Oh. Well, I didn't realize that. But it ain't no big deal. I always try to be respectful about, you know, saying people's names and stuff on my streams. And it's been so long, I just kind of, like, it went right out of my mind. You know, I can't even oh my God, this view is screwing me up. There we go. I can't even drive when I'm talking about stuff like that because I just get so upset, and then I notice, like, gosh, you know, I took that corner way too fast and smoked that whole guardrail, and I look like I'm so inexperienced because of all that. You know what? I think what we're gonna do, instead of all this nonsense and just driving around while I'm streaming, I'll give y'all something to watch, because I know it's a stupid long stream that isn't for any useful purposes whatsoever. Yeah, well, here, before I do that, let's go back and we'll show you. Oh man, what is button 8? Is it this one? Yeah, it's this one. So button 8. Yeah, when I was playing FH4, all of the series were all gold. This game, I don't care. I really don't care. But like last season, summer, 65 out of 65. This season, autumn, I'm 61 out of 65. I'm just missing the daily stuff. I don't care. I'm not like I used to be in this game, and I don't care. So let's start up the trial. We got a minute and almost two to go, but over a little minute over a half. Yeah, a little over a minute and a half. So I'm gonna look to see what I need. Oh, not there. That's not a good place to do it. Let's do it up here. What is it? Not on? Oh no. Okay. Seasonal events. Where's the trial? Where's the trial? Right here. Okay. B700 Sport Utility Heroes. I gotta find a car before I get involved, otherwise I'm gonna get really screwed because I'm not gonna remember it. You know, something I do like though is in this last update, they changed the filter UI so that when you go to filter for cars, the type of car, like if you go to the type of car, I'm gonna go. Man, I always forget what button it is. Instead of buggies being like all the way down at the bottom and it starting off with hypercars and supercars and all that crap like it used to do, it's all in alphabetical order now. I am like so impressed with the idea that they came to their senses and was like, hey, nobody can find a GT car in their filter without going back and forth 18 times. Can you please make it in alphabetical order so that people know what they're doing? And they did it, believe it or not. This guy in front of me is called Fart Cloud Zach. I only said that because I know what's going on. It's legitimately he is Fart Cloud Zach. I thought you'd like that. Well, maybe it is right. I don't know. I don't know much about Zach. And that's even spelled the right way, I think. Z-A-C-H. Yeah. So I don't know if he's Zachary or Zachariah or if it's just Zach or what he's got going on or what. I never got that far into it, and I really don't have that much of a desire to have knowledge about it tonight. Well, because I'm live streaming and I don't want to say too much because I know I don't think they can hear you, but I know they can hear me. So, yeah. So my stream is going to be pretty odd for a lot of people hearing one side of a conversation like we have going on, especially with the way I'm. You know how I drive. The way I drive, I get going, and then something will happen in the conversation, and I'll be like, "Oh my God, I gotta pull over and listen to this for a minute." You know, or I do some crazy, I run over a bunch of crap and I just sit there for a minute and I'm waiting for you to finish what's going on because my jaw just dropped and I got to figure out what to say, you know? Yeah. And I did not get in the car that I wanted to get into. B700 Sport Utility, what do I have? The Macan? That's all I got? I thought I had something else. Everything else 666. I'm like, God, dude. Really? What did I drive? I honestly don't remember what I used. Both my X6s are brand new. I actually have 3 of them because one of them's not brand new. I hate to drive the devil's car. Well, I guess maybe we'll drive the Macan. That's the only thing I got that's high end. I got 8 seconds left. Do it. I should have just drove the Maserati Levante. That's probably what I drove in the trial anyway. You know, I already beat it, of course. You know, but it's a team event, and I try to do my best to make sure that what I choose for a vehicle doesn't screw up everybody else's stuff, but I'm still high enough of a performance index that I can get up ahead of everybody and help the rest of the team out. Because if I chose, like, you know, because this is B700, if I chose like a B605, I'm going to be so underpowered, you know, that I'm not going to be able to make up for everybody else's shortfallings if there are any. So, yeah, whatever, it's all good. And during this, I think I can talk while I'm racing this. I might have to be on the outside view, though. I don't remember what these races are like. If there's a bunch of jumps and stuff, I'm gonna have to change view because I can't jump when I'm in this view. I have no idea where I'm at. When I land, I could be... Yeah, I could be anywhere when I land, and that's the one downfall of, you know, the Horizon games that, you know, you yeah, I think you're right. Interestingly enough, we're down to one other person now. We had 2 people when we started on my team, and now I'm down to 1 person. Sure record 1345, and there's enough jump in here. I'm gonna have to change my view in just a second, but I gotta get around all this. I don't like this car, the way that it sounds is right. You know, it's shift put. Normally when I tune up a car, it's... Oh, see, that's another problem. When I tune up a car, I like to make it so that I know when to shift how it sounds, so I don't look at anything. And I don't like how this car sounds. But I don't know whose tune this V700 is. I don't think it's mine. This dude in front of me is doing pretty good, though. He passed me for a minute. And, oh, he's getting squirrel balled like I did. Yeah, we were neck and neck, and now I'm gonna probably fall. Nope. He took the noble route and slowed down a little bit, so he didn't slam into me around that corner. What a good job, man. There ain't too many people that do that anymore. You know, I could have went way, way far out and made sure I missed them, but oh my gosh, sift again. This car's yeah, we're good. Oh, he's part of a crew, so he's got etiquette, I'm sure. Well, there's no other dude with us right now, but like I'm in the Need for Sheep, you know. Before COVID started, I was in Need for Sheep. All right, let's just set that out there on my live stream. Yeah, Need for Sheep started at the beginning of FH4, or whatever that was, 4 years ago, 5 years ago, something like that. And yeah, it was all based upon a guy that would do a live stream and sit there and let us watch the sheep grazing, and it was because if you watched the, what was it called, Mixer? I think it was Microsoft Mixer. You gained some kind of experience points in the game when it was released, because it wasn't released yet, and he had a pre-release version. And if you were watching somebody stream before the game was released and before you played it, you actually gained some kind of experience points out of it. And people would advertise it as a 24-hour live stream so that you could get experience points. And he would sit there and watch sheep, and a bunch of us got together who were watching the stream and was like, hey man, let's make up a crew like we did for, well, I wasn't part of the FH3 ordeal, but you know, like FH3 had a crew and all that stuff. There's brackets around the beginning part of your name, not your name, but there's brackets around it. Shows you the crew you're in, and we're BAAH, and so we named it Ba. In FH4, I think it was all capitals, and now it's all lowercase. But that all started because of Panamar, and he was watching sheep, so we named it Need for Sheep, and that was the crew. It's been fun ever since. Oh man, I wish I would have not done that. I would have smoked right by that dude, but I would have also screwed up my teammate, and I didn't want to do that. Man, screw you, guy. Oh, and of course now my teammate's gonna be riding on me and trying to pass me in a minute. This car sucks! Maybe it ain't as bad as I initially expected. Still ain't great, but whatever. It's all good. Yeah, don't you laugh at me! Oh. Oh. Okay, I hope you're laughing with me, because I just got hosed. I was going to try to nudge this dude out of the way, and it didn't work. I hit the back end of him instead, and I got slowed down. It's alright, though. Oh, my... Oh, I did it again! I thought I was just going to clip the back of him just enough. Whatever, man. I'll get him around this corner here. To get one of them. Yeah, that screwed him up enough. I don't think I'm too far off. My teammate's still gonna do alright. Yeah, it doesn't matter. There's only 2 of us, so... Oh, no, no, no! Well, that was the end of that one. I was gonna say, so long as one of us is first place, the other guy can be last. And I just went around this corner and lost it, and now I'm 6th. So that's bad, because I've only got 74%, around 75 now. 6, 77, 78. Yeah, I'm running out of time, and I screwed up pretty bad. But we're still good. We're at 700 points. He's in 2nd place, not in 1st. So he wasn't right directly behind me when all this went down. But I'll pass at least this guy here. 3rd and 4th, maybe I can... Oh, yeah! I'm going to get another one! All right! I'll finish 4th. Good deal. 900 to 350. That's a win. I'll accept that. Well, like I said, this Porsche Macan, man, you go around a corner and there's a fine line with this car, and I didn't realize it. I should have just drove the Maserati Levante, because this dude's in the same vehicle I'm in, and I smoked him on the first race, and I screwed up on the 2nd race, so whatever. That car right there, the Maserati Levante. That's what I should have done. So, what's your plan for tomorrow? You got anything going on? Yeah. No, I don't have any plans. It's supposed to rain, so... All the way till Tuesday it was supposed to rain. But you're right, today it didn't rain for very long. I don't remember what today's percentage actually was. No, it definitely didn't rain as much as I thought it was going to. Not with what the forecast looked like. That's what I was expecting, a downpour. But it could downpour for like an hour, and if you're out and about during then, you'll get wet. So, yeah, I know. Very much, oh! They still didn't fix that. Well, I'll roll along a little bit here. I'll put it on the side and make sure I'm not getting anybody. Make sure it's on the side view so you can tell. And once you hit like 15 miles an hour, It's really hard for me to get going that fast now. Oh, and it's getting dark, so now you can't tell. Once I stop and then take off again. No, you can't tell now because it's too dark. Your tires change color when you're moving. You can kind of see it a little bit. Not really anymore though. Well, it's just a modeling error that they've got for the color of rims you have when they're spinning, which is funny because I think that these, no, they're not. Maybe they are. No, I thought I might have left them stock, but I don't think I did. I think they're my rims, the ones I always like, them spoke. I think the factory Mustang rims on, what even, this is 69? Okay, so if I go to my cars and I go back to Ford again, I think I've got another one, 69 Boss 302. Yeah, they've got mag rims as stock, and I don't think they're the same as what I've got on it, even though my livery comes up on the car. I don't think the rims show up in... No, these are totally different. And they do change too. You can see these ones change even if it's dark. You get going a little bit, you can see the spokes turning, and then all of a sudden they blip. Right there. Yeah, it's like 13 miles an hour. You can see them change. It's lazy programming is all it is. You know, seriously, it's lazy programming. It's not a big enough difference. Most people don't even see the side of their tires or see that it changes, you know, at 13 miles an hour, you know. It's the way it is. So, yeah, I guess it does. Not a big enough complaint. Right. Just a cosmetic thing. I want to do a race in my Mustang. What race should I do? I'm thinking a sprint race, but that looks a little wild. I was thinking this one up here. No, not that one. Dunas Blancas. There's some hard turns, but there's some good opens. This is only an A-class cart. Let's do it. You know what? Let's even drive there. 7 miles. Because this... No, it's 7 miles to get there. This I found this livery for this car, and I don't know how I feel about it yet. I think it's okay. You know, it's kind of a little bit more flashy than I'm used to, though. You know, I don't know, because my old Mustang was just black, and I liked it. It was clean looking. It didn't have all this like racing crap going on. Didn't say Boss 302 on it or nothing. And I don't know. I found this livery and whatever. I guess it's there now. So yeah. But this is an A800 car. It's got a little bit of ponies behind it. Toggle the stats over 577 horsepower, 513 foot-pounds of torque. Weighs 2,500 pounds. It's got a 7-liter in it. So, you know, but it's my own tune. I can prove it's my own tune. Go to cars, and here's my tuning. I can do whatever I want. You know, blah, 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 blah. And I don't want to change my setup because I might have screwed something up if I did. So, and I like the way the car is like this. Yep, that is the most important part. I'm just used to driving like way overpowered cars now, so it's going to take me a second to get used to it. So that's why I figured I'd drive out to the site instead of, yep, give me that little bit of free introduction into my own car, you know. But I was driving it a lot, and I like it a lot. Even when I do, which is rare, but even when I do online racing, man, they changed everything so much. It ain't the Tour. What's it called now? Horizon Open. It's called Horizon Open. Even when I do Horizon Open and I do like open racing, you know, with the road racing stuff, which is the first one here. Even when I do that, I jump in this car. And, you know, I'm 4th, 5th, something like that. But a lot of times, you'll have at least one and sometimes 2 people who are driving a bone shaker. And the bone shaker should be banned on online like it was in FH4, but they didn't do that yet. And so it's still allowed, and it's still a meta car, and there's still no way you can beat that car if somebody has a reasonable amount of skill driving. And so these meta users, I hate online racing because of that. That's all they want to use is the meta cars. I don't even... really, if I go to my car list and I go to Hot Wheels and I look at the bone shaker, not the Baja bone shaker, but the bone shaker, I have 2 of them. Yep, I have 2 of them. They're both at the end right here. And neither one of them have any upgrades on them, and you can tell because one of them is brand new at $790 and the other one is also at $790. Neither one of them have any upgrades whatsoever, and I don't like that car for a lot of reasons, and the main reason is because people abuse it. They go into online racing. Well, yeah, of course they're always going to. You got too many kids that just think, oh, I'm going to win all this, I'm going to win everything, I want to win, I'm going to win, I'm going to win, I'm going to win. And, of course, the bone shakers with... And even the word meta, I hate that word, but, you know, the meta car, to where it's an unfair car to have in online racing, and everybody knows it. But these little brats still decide that they want to use it. And, you know, whatever, man, but... Coming in 3rd, 4th, and 5th in this bone shakers, I think it's pretty damn good. Oh, man. Owens P1. Oh, my God, yeah. You know, I almost regret that I never got a hacked account that you know... Just to drive it once or twice and find out if it's really, you know, I never had an account like that. I signed into somebody's account, I think on the Xbox, that had that, but it was to change them over to being a more legitimate looking account, and I never did actually drive the damn car. But all the people that I knew was like, yeah, that's stupid. It shouldn't even be allowed in the game. And I'm like, really? They're like, oh yeah, it's way overpowered. It's just, yeah, it shouldn't be allowed. And then you'd be out in free roam or in a race and you'd see somebody driving one and you're like, yeah, you're a hacker. I mean, if it wasn't the little 10,999 next to him that gave it away, you know. Friggin' people, whatever. So yeah, I'm gonna jump in this car. And the last thing I did, I believe I had to use. Oh, what was it? I think it was a daily. They wanted me to win something in a specific car. And I had absolutely no desire to put a tune on it or download anything, because to me it's a useless car. Like 99% of all my cars are useless cars. So I didn't want to tune it or play around with it or... Oh my gosh, I just realized. This livery blows. When my car's spinning around, if you can see the driver's side door as opposed to the passenger side door, there's a shell livery part to it, and it's backwards. It's a mirrored image. Here it comes. There it is. You can see it now even. Shell is completely backwards. It's really hard to tell even on my screen, so when I get out of it, I'll show you the difference. I was on Tourist because of that race, so I'm gonna change it back up to Unbeatable and see how things work. And what's 7? I don't know what button 7 is. We'll have to go to save. Yeah, shell is completely backward. I didn't even notice that. What a bogus lib. You know, some people. Whatever. I didn't make it. I downloaded it. I admit I downloaded it, so it's all good to me. That's right. I thought it was kind of cool looking, and I'm like, oh yeah, you know, and you can't see the whole livery without downloading it and applying it to your car. But I think this car is actually pretty good. You know, if I can put it on unbeatable drivatars and be in first place before I'm at 30% on a sprint race, I think that's pretty good. Ooh! And that was a little bit of an overpowered corner. I should have let off the gas just a touch. Whatever, it's all good. I know I took over our conversation and phone call and playing Forza, but I know you ain't doing nothing tonight anyway. Yeah, well, at least you get to watch me play even though you're not playing with me. Girl. Oh! Damn it! Every once in a while that still happens with this new shifter I got. I go around a corner, you know, say I'm in 4th gear. I go around a corner, and I get out of that corner, and I go to rip it into 5th, because that's what you need to do, and I'm talking, so you know, I'm not paying attention. But if I come out of a corner and I go to rip it into 5th, it'll throw me in 3rd, and the car goes, you know? Oh, way too much power again. Oh, that's okay, because the AI just crashed against the wall. Oh my god! And it's on unbeatable drivatars. They are so far behind me now. Oh my gosh, I gotta watch the road. I was clicking backwards doing this and just to see how far behind they were, and I screwed up and I wasn't paying attention. So yeah. Alright, it's all good though. I'm good. I'm back into the science of things now. Here we go. Woohoo! First place. And you seen at the beginning I changed it over to unbeatable drivatars. So It most of the time. Most of the times. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I have them at highly skilled. It depends on what vehicle I have to drive. You know, because there's certain cars that I've got, even with my own tunes, aren't good at all. And like a lot of the playlist stuff they give you is bogus, man. And you kind of got to have upgraded cars in order to. They lock you into highly skilled now. You remember on FH4 where if you didn't have your game set to highly skilled and you went through and you did the challenges, the 3 race challenges for everything, the trial has always been exempt, but like the other races, you had to have your shit set to highly skilled, and if you didn't, you wouldn't get the reward. And so there was all kinds of people always complained about it on Forza Official. They're like, oh, I did all this stuff and I didn't get nothing, blah, 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 blah. The very first thing everybody would ask is, was your game set to highly skilled or not? And of course, their answer was always, I don't know. And then they go and change it and they get their reward and blah, 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 if they can do it after they change it to highly skilled, because nobody was on highly skilled that was asking stupid questions. So now you can have your game, you can have your game set to tourist. It doesn't matter. And then jump into any of the things on the playlist, and it automatically locks you. Yes, it automatically locks you into whatever it's given for. Like the trial is unbeatable, supposedly, which I think are totally beatable, but the trial is supposedly unbeatable, and then all the rest of the events, you're all locked into highly skilled. You don't have to change your game in order. Like if I'm on unbeatable right now, and I go and I start up one of those, as an unbeatable. Well, here, let me do it this way first before I start running my mouth about what actually happens. I'll go back to that same race so that I can prove my situation. All right, so here we go. I am going to start this back up again in my same car just because I want to stay in this car when I get out. I'll let it start up and I'll show you it's on unbeatable. And I'll start it up again. And I should start in last place, being on unbeatable. Once I change it to highly skilled, I'm going to change to, I think it's 7th that they start you out in. I don't know. Yeah, you're like in the middle of the pack, because highly skilled's like the middle of the hardness level. You still have expert and pro after, and along with unbeatable, in between all that stuff. And then there's, of course, tourist and novice and, I don't know, something else. I'm not familiar with all the lower ones. But I don't even have to start the race. All I got to do is go to the starting grid, and it shows you, I'm not going to start off in 12th. I'm going to start off in 10th, according to this, which I'm on unbeatable. So if I change it back down to highly skilled, and then I still don't know what button save is. We can do space button, though. Well, they say 7, and I don't know if 7 is the pause button or if it's the other side or what, and I don't know. So I changed them over to highly skilled, and it's going to download new drive avatars, and then I go back to my starting grid, and instead of 10th, now I'm 8th is where I'm going to start. So they must have changed something else, because it used to be if you were on unbeatable, you started in 12th. So now unbeatable is 10th, and highly skilled is 8th. And then if you go back one more time to your difficulty settings, and you go back to tourist, right? Space bar, because I don't know what button 7 is. Tourist will start you off in, like, I don't know, 1st or 2nd. Starting grid, 2nd place. You start off when you're in tourist. But the thing is the unbeatable drive avatars. What do you got past that? Highly skilled, pro, expert. Highly skilled, expert, pro, and then unbeatable. Before that, you got above average, average, novice, and new racer, along with tourist. Oh my gosh, there's more than I thought below highly skilled. Yeah! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 different difficulty levels. That seems like too many. Whatever. I'm always on unbeatable spacebar. I'm always on unbeatable, and it's just the way it is. You know? Unless I've got stupid shit to do. Yeah, I'm gonna quit the race because I don't really need to do that same one again. I just won it on unbeatable, so whatever. But the thing is, yeah, I was just trying to explain how the grid works out when you change your difficulty levels, as opposed to what it used to be like. It used to be an entirely different thing. So then, like, if I go to any of the seasonal event, oh, did I just? I think I just turned them off. I did. I did just turn them off. Okay. So I go to a seasonal event, and gosh, anything I start is gonna make me go through it. I might be able to quit them though. No, that's the trial. I'm not even gonna bother getting in that car. I don't like the extremes. Them are garbage. There's one there. What's this one all about? Pick up some 4x4s. Yeah, whatever. That's fine. We'll go to that. We'll go to that one, and I'll show you what it says. Because, like I said, my game is set to unbeatable. And if I start this up, you remember I started off in 10th, being an unbeatable. Oh, why can't I start it? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I think my game just froze. Oh, no, there it goes. Okay. Yeah, I have no idea what to drive. Uh, maybe this Ford? I don't know. It doesn't matter. We're just looking at a grid anyway. And then I can quit it. I know, right? I gotta pick out the most viable car for the race, even if I'm not gonna race the race, and I'm just showing you what the grid's like. How ridiculous. Whatever. But, like, yeah. And so here we go to difficulty settings, and I had just showed you that I was on unbeatable drivatars. And then I click on difficulty settings. Voila, here we go. Highly skilled. There's no option whatsoever. You can't go left and right. It's locked on highly skilled. There's no other option. You can change a bunch of other stuff here. You can change rewind on or off. You can change your damage wear, blah, blah, blah. Highly skilled no longer has little arrows next to it. You cannot change it. Okay? So we're gonna cancel my changes, discard and continue, apparently, because I don't want to change anything from what I had, and I don't know. You never know how things work. And then my starting grid, I told you we started in 8th before. Two, 4, 6, 8. But I'm on unbeatable in my game. So it forces you to be in whatever the game wants for the festival stuff. And so the point is that nobody can say, oh, well, I did all the races and blah, 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 because even if I go back to my settings, I'm on unbeatable. So if I go back and go all the way down to tourist, and then I save that, which I hate the idea of, but apparently computers being really slow today. All right. And then go back to that race. Oh my gosh, I really have to turn around and go back to where it starts. Oh, yeah, of course I didn't realize where I was at, and I'm going to hit a rock, and yeah, this is all just a bunch of garbage. Anyway, and I go back to where this race starts, and I start up the race again, the exact same race I was just in. I changed it to Tourist, because I had a stupid race I had to do with some garbage car, and I didn't want to deal with... It was for a daily, and I'm not going to waste an hour playing with a daily. There's just no way around that. I'm not wasting that time. Making up a tune, downloading somebody else's tune, trying to figure the car out, making sure I'm proficient. No, screw that. Whatever. And so here, it'll show you, still yet again, it's locked into highly skilled. And I will start off... Oh, no, that's championship standings. Starting grid, I will start off in 8th. Even though it says it's highly skilled in this race. And then I'll quit the race. I wish you could just quit the whole championship, but I haven't figured out if you can do that or not yet. And then go right back into my own settings, which is on the first page now, not on the third or fourth. Go to my difficulty, and I'm on Tourist. And then if I here's another thing that'll prove it to you. Why did I go that way again? Stupid rocks, man. I don't know. Don't ask me. There's a brain fart thing going on because now it's 9:30. Whatever. So I'll start up the race again. Only this time. Oh no. Oh yeah, switch to normal event. Number 4. Switch to normal event. I guess that's a Y. 4 is Y. And then you go to solo. Yes, I want to quit it. Maybe that's how you got to do it. And then go back to... This is the exact same race because I was in the exact same spot. And I'm going to use the exact same truck. I can prove that the game just automatically defaults you into various whatever it wants you to do for the playlist stuff, which is far superior to the method that they used to have. So at least they learned a little bit about, you know, people's difficulties. But here you go. I could tell you right now, before I even go into it, because there's only one car in front of me in this picture, and that was that Jeep. The starting grid, now I'm in 2nd place to start off with, and my difficulty is Tourist. And if I change it up to unbeatable like I'm normally on, and then save and continue, of course, back out of that, the starting grid will change, and I'll now be in apparently 10th, where I used to be. Oh no, now I'm 12th. That's how it used to always be. So why that one race said that I was going to be in 10th versus 12th, I don't know. Because unbeatable was always you start off in 12th place. I don't know, maybe whatever race I was in screwed me up and I started in 10th because I was on unbeatable. And even though the game was going to put me into highly skilled, it decided for whatever reason that it was going to make me 10th instead. So highly skilled is 8th. I don't know. They screwed up everything so much I couldn't even tell you the difference between stuff anymore. They really... Oh... The game you know... Oh... Yeah. Well, this is FH5, and so we'll take you into a throwback mode. Am I still streaming? Yep, I'm still streaming. Well, I had to make sure. I don't know what kind of delay you're on now, but I'll take you into a throwback mode. Yeah, Forza 4. I'm gonna get in the car I used to love to drive around. It's yeah, my Mustang. I love that car. What other car do I like? Yep. Yep, Mazda was the fastest car in the game for everything stunt related. And a lot of times the highway. Oh, like the peel and all that stuff? Yeah. Yeah, that was fun. That was fun. But I did have a lot of demons. I went crazy because there was only one way to get the demon unless you bought it off the auction house from other people. And the only way to get the demon was through the one story. And you couldn't replay the story and get another demon. So you could only have one unless you somehow, for some reason, they offered it on the uh, Forzathon, or if it was a playlist car or something like that. There was only one way to get the demon, and I don't recall it ever being on the Forzathon shop or in any of the playlist stuff at all. And well, then here you go. Here's what FH4 was like for me. Oh, gold up until. Can you tell when FH5 came out? By the way, that was it. Yeah. Well, we'll show you again. I'll go back to the beginning. March 14th, 2019 is when they first started keeping track at Series 7. Everything is gold. 100% completed up until July 1st of 2021. And then I'm at 99%. And then I'm at 95%. And then I'm at 53%. And then I'm 0. 2 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 and 17 because I played it last week.
Welcome back, Brian.
Well, there was a couple of reasons why I quit keeping up with it. One reason was because it's too hard to keep up with two racing games that are very demanding with your time. You're talking it takes, good 3 4 hours in order for you to get your stuff done, and get everything. And see, here's another thing that they changed. If you look at the UI here, you have to actually go to the car in order to find out which one is tuned for which way. Like this one's an S1 900, but it doesn't say it on the car. It says it on the thing. Yeah, and yeah, and so I've got different Boss 302s. This is the car that is the car I'm driving now. because the GT2 plus 2 fastback, this was my car in Horizon 4. And like you said, the UI though, with them not showing you on the car like that, like they do in the other game, you don't really know what one you're looking for if you've got multiple of any cars. And wow, this game is a lot quieter. But um, as far as racing goes, this feels very similar to my Boss 302 I made. Oh man, it just ain't it. I can already tell you that when I went around that corner, I way oversteered it and clicked back a couple of times, but the handling is so much better at slower speed. At higher speeds, it's very similar. There's a little bit more. Like, I can hear the tires smoking around the corners, you know? And it doesn't quite feel the same as my Boss 302 and FH5, but this whole game doesn't feel the same. And then if you go back to FH3, it's even worse. But this is the car that I always had in. This was my Goliath ride, man. I would do Goliath. I would set this car with unbeatable drivatars, and I would even set damage on so that your tire would wear, and if you screwed up and you overshifted and your trans took some damage, all of that would show up, and I would smoke them all on the Goliath in this car. This was my car, and like most other cars that I really, really dig. I don't. You got to go to cars in this UI, and then tune car, and then this would prove to you this is my car. So I don't know. I loved this car. Loved it. Something that you probably haven't really ever played right here. I forget how to navigate myself through it. Yeah, right? I mean, go figure, you know? It's not in this list? Oh, I got a notification. Oh, yeah, that's from that dude. It's all good. Um, really? That is so weird. I don't know why it doesn't come up in this list. You look at the list of my games. Man, I hate this app so bad. You look at the list of my games of what I've got on here in whatever this is, Xbox or something. 3, 4, 5, 7, and then Microsoft, well, 3, 4, 5 on Horizon, and then Motorsport 7, and then I got Flight Simulator and the Solitaire Collection. Flight Simulator. I know it's getting late. My tongue doesn't always do what I'm supposed to. But I don't. Well, I'm not just limited. I don't know if I should actually have my desktop on the screen, but there's nothing here that looks bad. Yeah, I don't see anything here that looks bad. Nothing incriminating or, la-di-da-di. Well, that's because of the resolution on my screen itself. But the deal is right here where my mouse is at. I'll minimize this down again so you can see my cursor better. Right here is Assetto Corsa, which is part of Steam. I have that on Steam. I also have it on Xbox. And then I have Race Room, which is another racing game. And here's Motorsport 7. I guess I don't have Motorsport 6 on the desktop. Horizon 5. Horizon 4 ain't on the desktop anymore either. Here's Twitch, but I don't deal with that anymore. Content Manager is for Assetto. Look at how similar those icons are for Assetto and Content Manager. But you got to have Content Manager when you're dealing with Assetto Corsa because your steering wheel settings and all the um, uh, it's a nuts. It's nuts. It's stupid how they set it up. But I'll put all my stuff back where, maybe not necessarily where it was, but yeah, go to Microsoft Store, and I should be able to look up Forza when I do so. Man, this is such a fantastically fast application, you know. Here we go. All right, I'm gonna search just for Forza, and hopefully it comes up with. Oh, now it's just the demo. Yeah, I own the demo too. Huh, that's not how I thought it was going to be displayed. Well, let's go to my library. Can we search for Forza in my library? No. Oh well. Bummer, bummer, bummer. Because now there's going to show things that, you know. There's Horizon 4, Hot Wheels Pack, and Mud Runner, and blah, blah, blah. Motorsport 7. There you go. Motorsport 6 Apex. I can't play that game with my steering wheel. Yep, I have to use my controller. There's Horizon 2, but that's I have to play that on Xbox. Horizon 2. All the stuff for Horizon 2. Horizon 3 was on there. I'm surprised I didn't see Motorsport 5. Oh, because that's a disc I have. I didn't buy that on the Microsoft Store. That's a disc. Because disc doesn't last forever. Yeah, it was all Horizon 5. Oh, well, that's nice that Steam remembered Skyrim was on disc for you. Well, the problem though with Steam is with I'm not for sure now. I think Horizon 5. I don't think Horizon 4 you could play. I don't think Horizon 4 was even on Steam. Man, I don't know. I don't remember now. That was too long ago. But Horizon 5, even though Horizon 5 is on Steam, while Steam players can play with Xbox players who can play with Windows players, everybody can still play together. Just because you own a game on Steam doesn't mean you can buy an Xbox and put it on your Xbox. Or if you have an Xbox and you already bought Horizon 5 on Xbox, now you're jumping to go to a computer and you're using Steam, you can't use the idea that you already bought it for Microsoft Xbox. But you can use it if you bought it for Microsoft Xbox using just the Windows in the Microsoft Xbox app like I've got now. That's how I can still have it on my Xbox and on my computer. I only bought it once, and I can still have us play together if I have the whatever that crap is called, the monthly thing you gotta buy now. Live Gold. Microsoft Live Gold. So if I still paid for Live Gold, my Xbox could play with my PC So long as we're not trying to use the same account. And I can make as many accounts as I want and put them on my Xbox, and that's fine. But I don't want all that crap on my computer because I got enough crap on my computer. So here I am talking and running my mouth, and it's ready and waiting for me to push enter. So, whatever. Have you ever played Motorsport 7? Probably not. Well, the deal with the Motorsport, this is the most ugly livery. Are you looking at this Porsche that... Yeah, you must be. It's got pink on it, so... Yeah, a 90s surfboard. That's a pretty good interpretation. It's ugly, I can tell you that. Alright, you still have time to receive the 71 Porsche with special Forza Horizon 4 inspired livery. Also, earn the super rare Brooklyn's driver gear if you finish in the top 50%. Okay, well, let's see what they want me to do in order to get that. How do you... Is it a featured event? These events change. Events available 6. Featured events. I don't know, this looks like a totally different UI than what I had before. You still have time. Also earn if you finish in... Of what? Is it here? Is that where you gotta go? You gotta drive a McLaren Senna? We are celebrating Horizon 4, released in 2018, set in Great Britain. Get the 71 Porsche with the special Horizon livery. Blah, 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 blah. So, yup, you have to do this particular race. Alright, well, let's do it. Okay, that's the car you make me drive? Whatever. I don't care what color the damn thing is. But this game is a whole different beast when you're running a steering wheel. Even this Logitech G920 isn't. I mean, it's... Holy shit, man. You gotta really... Yeah, this is a different game entirely. Even though it's Turn 10 Studios and Microsoft and all that stuff, this is an entirely different game when it comes to the cars, the handling, the tracks. It's totally different. So my settings might be really bad, and I might be really not cool. Yeah. I can already tell you my steering wheel settings are terrible. Really hard. Oh no! And you get out here and there's nothing you can do about it, you know? And they want me to finish in the top 50% to get something else. Yeah. Okay. This feels so wrong. I can't even stay on the damn road. Still rewind? Alright, how about... Yeah, there is still rewind. We're just gonna restart, though. Oh, you can't restart from this screen? Alright, quit race. Oh, MBB options. Can I change my controller options from here? must be losing my gourds because I see no advanced options. Oh, F. Steering axis dead zone outside. That's what I gotta change down. I'm using something more arcadey, like 35. Maybe we'll just go to 50. That'll help a lot. I think I always put on 1, but I don't think I'm gonna do anything this time. C is save. Asking for keyboard stuff. Okay, and then there's not a restart option. Man, I don't remember that. Okay, well, we'll quit. It'll take me back to a screen. Restart, there we go. Man, FM7 is so different. First place, look at that! Woohoo! Whatever, man. You know very well I didn't get in first place. Alright, let's start again. Maybe this will feel a little bit better. I don't know. Like I said, it's been so long, there's been so many updates, I'm sure all of my settings were screwed. Oh my god! Look at this. I can't even half drive straight. That is the smallest amount of turning. That's not even, no. That's, you can't race like that. 50% ain't gonna work. That's probably why it was still on. It's probably while it was still on 100%. Advanced F. I should know it, but I don't. We'll just drop it down maybe 95. Give me a little bit of not so. Yeah, I mean, I had to turn it a long way compared to what I'm used to. No, I don't want to turn the main menu. No, that's right. You got a tab over. Never mind. I'm sorry. It's been a long time since I played this game. Oh no, they're at work. This is a little better. Even 95 made a big difference. Whoa! Not big enough to make me not do stupid things. This is more of a simulator game than it is an arcade. Horizon. It's a simcade. I'm sorry, people. It's a simcade. Motorsport? Yeah, I agree. It's really a good game if you can get all your settings good and play with it for a long time to get it to where it's nice, but you're limited to the tracks of the world that people recognize. Like, I don't know what. Yeah, I don't even know what track I'm on right now, but I tell you what, there's people that would be able to see the screen and be like, oh, you're on blah, 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 blah. How could you not know that? Well, because I don't care. That's why. That's why I don't know, because I don't care. That's something. I have to get on flag time, and I don't know if I've got one or not. No, it doesn't look like it. Target time. Oh! because I plain don't know this game anymore. Yeah, I can't believe this. This is ridiculous. Alright, so I did my lap, finished the race. Okay, and let's see what happens. Continue. Yeah, first place. There was nobody else on the track besides me. Brands Hatch. And I'm sure the diehard people would have been able to tell you that as soon as I started the race. But I had to see that it said Brands Hatch in order to know where I was at. You know, I don't care. Look at that, I got $30 million in this game. Wow. Not doing too bad. Let's see what it does. Tier whatever, who cares? Back out of this, return to main menu. Did I get the piece of junk? I didn't see a notification anywhere on my screen. I might not have. Okay, so it's in Rivals. I guess you have to escape and dismiss that. Cars. My Garage. That's screwy because car collection and My Garage are not the same thing. Stupid. And what was that? That was a Porsche. P. Right there, P. Porsche. It does not appear that I have that car. I have that car, but not with that livery. Nope, not with that livery. So I don't know what I was supposed to do, but I don't care. And I'm gonna quit the damn game. And I'm gonna go back to the game that I've been playing, that I like to play, and that's the way it is. I don't have much longer to be on anyway, especially because I'm using mobile hotspot. Yeah, mobile hotspot. Yeah, I know. It's been streaming just like, you know, as if I had my old internet. You know, it ain't like I ran for what? 2 or 3 minutes at the most on the old one, on the other internet, and it booted me off, and now I've changed. This is the not really the third game, but this is I've changed back a couple of times. I played games and went to my desktop, and you know, all this stuff, and I'm still streaming just fine. Stupid internet. It's incredible. Oh, not difficulty. Controls. Every time you start up this game, it'll default you back to the Logitech on the wheel. And I have to go to the Profile 2 where my controls are what I want them to be. So, you know, you gotta keep that in mind if you get a wheel and you start playing and you think, oh yeah, I'm good to go. You gotta remember to change your controls back. If you change anything, I like having my look behind on my left paddle shifter. Would normally be shift down, but I don't use the paddle shifters like all the new high-end cars are. All the Porsche and McLaren and Ferraris, all of them are paddle shifter cars. I don't even care. I still use my H pattern shifter in 6 speeds. It's like there's a bunch of cars
Welcome back, dog.
that I think, like that Ford pickup truck I was driving is one of them. It's got 10 gears. 10 gears. I can only do 6 on my H pattern shifter, so I have to be able to go up in gears, and so my right paddle shifter is still shift up, but my left paddle shifters look behind, so that I can be going around a corner and, you know, look to see what's behind me. That's just the easiest way to do it. And my e-brake is a button on my shifter now, which is linked to me. even now I can tell this car isn't the same as my 2+2 fastback. I can tell by driving it. Absolutely. It handles good. It might even handle a little bit better than my 2+2, but I don't think it has the takeoff power that my 2+2. I don't even think the 2+2 is in this game. Ford. I might just go to Ford. And then tab one more and come back. Oh no, you do it the other way on this one. Oh no, there is a 2+2 fastback. I wonder what if I never did anything with it. I know I've got one right there. It's totally stock. It's only $498 to start off with. I don't know, I hate to start screwing around because the car I got set up now, you've seen it, I can go in and beat unbeatable drive-it-tires in random races. Like, you know, so long as they're road races. It's not an off-road car by any means. But any one of these races, you know, I prefer sprint races for some reason. But, like, say I wanted to do a circuit race. What would be a good circuit race? I don't know. There ain't nothing in this area. What's this? That's a street race. Well, point race. So is that, and so is that. What's this one? That one's a point-to-point. Ooh, that's a short runner. Ah, screw it. Let's try it. Because I did not a street race, a sprint. It's a point-to-point race the last time. And I don't really know Arc of Muigi or whatever they call this. Arc of... I don't know. Arc of Muigi. That's what I call it. What it looks like to me. Spell it out different if you don't want me to pronounce it the way I am. Well, and I'm gonna say it however I want to say it, because, you know. And then I am still on Unbeatable, right? Yeah, I'm still on Unbeatable. So, we'll start this up. And there's no guarantee on this one that I'm gonna do as good, because I don't know this track. Hey, wait a minute. You probably didn't notice that. I started off, I was in second place. There's only 2 cars in this lap, in this race. Oh, man! I'll bet you it's one of them. This isn't the race. This is not, no, this is a custom race that somebody built. Look at all the crap on it. I don't know this. I'm not racing that nonsense. Screw that. I don't know what happened. Yeah, see, liking a blueprint can boost its rating. I'm going to dislike it because I'm pissed I was supposed to be driving in the race. I'm not driving that. I'm not doing it. No. I'm not doing it. I'm not even going to go to Arc of Muigi then. See, here, look, this is how it's spelled. Arch of Mulige? I don't know how you'd pronounce that. Let's see if I... No, I know that. Let me see if I can get it to look bigger for the streaming purpose. How about that? Can you read it on the side now? Yeah, it's got a tilde or whatever on the last E. An apostrophe. I don't, because that seriously, that's not a tilde, even though that should be a tilde. Tilde is a squiggly line, not a apostrophe looking thing. But hey, maybe, you know, we're changing definitions of everything these days, so why not just change the definition of what, you know, I don't know. I don't know what the hell that is. you know what? Let's see. What happened? That's what happened. I go onto it, and they automatically take me to the what did I call that thing? The event lab one. Vic City. I don't know. Forza meets NFS 2015 at the nighttime. Yeah, that race reminded me of NFS. Whatever. So I should have, because they took me right to that initially. This right here. I should have just came back to the Horizon Apex Presents Arch of whatever, and then got in my car. Yeah. I will try this race because it's a circuit race, and I talk so highly of my car, and I'll probably lose because I talk so highly of my car. I did so good in the sprint race because that's what I like. I like sprint races, and I don't remember what this circuit race is like. So, whatever. It's all good. Maybe what I'll do is yeah, 10 o'clock. I should do this race and probably get offline. Yeah, I know. It's different when you work nights, you know. I worked them for a couple years, I know. Bum, 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 bum. Now I'm starting off in some crazy place. I barely caught that checkpoint, by the way. Oh! This frickin' Camaro. Gotta get out of the way, Jackson. Man, I lost a lot of time because of that, dude. That's alright, I think I got time to make it up. We'll see. Well, this is the last part of the first lap right here. Oh, we're gonna see. I don't think I'm kicking through the straights, but because I don't quite handle how the AI looks like they're handling it. Oh, friggin' posts, man. Telephone poles and crap, man, they slow you down bad. Oh no, I locked him up! That ain't good. That slowed me down bad. Oh no, now I'm doing stupid stuff. That's alright. Oh, I know it sounds about right. That's par for the course when you're talking to me. That's alright. I might catch this Daytona around this bad corner they always screw up on. Yep, I got him. Hey! You just smacked. And then there's first place for my Hot Rod Ford Mustang. On unbeatable drive-guitars on a circuit track that I haven't played in a long time, and, you know, I wasn't... Well, but the thing is I wasn't rude on that race. I didn't smash into a bunch of people or ride a bunch of walls and blah, blah, blah. You know, I mean, look at my lap time, 101.222. That's still the fastest out of all the cars there. Oh no, there is a guy that had a 1 minute lap time in the Hoonigan Nova. Dork Dash at the very bottom. One 1 minute. Yeah, but his overall time, you know, maybe he got one lap that was good, that was, you know, a second faster than I was. But the point is that when you're on unbeatable drive-guitars, you know, and then say here's the other end of it. You know, that's how good I did in that car. If I jump over and because I have an identical vehicle, right? You know, what am I doing stuff like that? That's stupid. All right, yeah, that's a Boss 302. Yep, 69 Boss 302. So these are essentially identical. They're both, one's brand new and one's not. One just means I drove it, and the other one I haven't driven it yet. So we'll get in that car and we'll show you the difference about how a stock vehicle versus my A800 tune, and I don't care what the number is on the tune, because it really doesn't matter. It's all about your opponents, right? So the exact same race, and we'll make sure we go back over to the Horizon Apex Presents instead of me screwing up and playing some crazy person's nonsense. And oh, did I go? Yeah, that's current car. I'm so used to that car looking like this that I thought I screwed up and I used my A800. I've only had that livery for a little while, you know, and so I'm still, yeah. But this car is totally stock. It's a C something. I don't remember what it is. It's a C something. And I'll be same thing. Unbeatable drive-guitars, only this time it's in a stock vehicle. C581. And we'll just prove out that it's still unbeatable. And then that I'm still starting in 10th place. But these are all stock. So we'll see how good I do in this one. I guarantee you it ain't going to be like the last race. We'll see, but I got an idea it ain't gonna be like what you just got done watching. Oh! That was bogus. Whatever, man. Definitely don't drive this car as well. I'll tell you that too. But I'm still only 7th place right now, approaching the first lap. Versus I was up 3rd or something first lap. That corner right there is one of your money makers if you can do it right. Oh no! These brakes aren't the same brakes. Well, it's the same car, but way different tune. Oh yeah, I'm all over the place in this car. It feels like it is so boaty compared to the other one. Like the steering is. Oh yeah, the steering is so mushy. Like there's no definition of what you're doing when you're going around corners. And while I can try my best to get the same experience happening in placement, you can see the guy in first place is already turning that corner, and I've got ease before I get to that corner. Here's that corner, and this is the last lap, and I'm 5th. And I don't think I did that bad. Oh, of course, that is what happens when we start talking. And yeah, of course, I'm not going to get any farther down. If I get 4th, I'll be surprised. Because now that guy has got a good lead on me through this area. And, you know, while I like driving stock cars, I like driving stock cars against other people. Not bots. And especially not unbeatable driving cars. Because the unbeatable, you know, like this proves to you that they did come up with a good way to make their bots unbeatable for the difficulty level, because that's going to be, dude, that guy is getting ready. He's crossing the finish line right now. You can see it in my mini-map. And I'm still going pretty strong. I know I screwed that shift up, but, you know, that's how much farther behind I was. And remember, I had a 101. I know I was A-class, but I had a 101 and everybody else was like a minute and then higher. Now see, there's a 112. Yeah, there's a 112. And my fastest one was a 114. Almost 115. Whereas in my A class, I had a 101 for each lap. But there's bots that were so much faster than me. You know, the 14,685, you know, yeah, well, 952 ain't faster. 15, 15, 16, 19. There's a 14,685, 14,171, 14,222, and then the fast guy, Challenger, at 112,988. But I know it's not the same car, but that's how much of a difference a good tune can make to, yeah. Right. It's a totally different car, even though it's the exact same make and model. It's a duplicate with your own tune, so long as it's a good tune, because I can put a bad tune on a car too. I've seen plenty of people that have bad tunes, you know, that just aren't, either they screwed up and they didn't do their gear ratios correctly, or, you know, they're so overpowered with no traction that all they do is spin everywhere and drift around everything. Or there's even cars that just have so much traction that you couldn't achieve any kind of horsepower or acceleration with the car. And so there definitely bad tunes out there. And it just so happens that I tuned my Mustang pretty good, I think. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe somebody will come by and I don't think anybody could come by and download my tune and be like, oh, well, yeah, that's bad, as it, blah, blah, blah. I don't think I even shared it. Most of my tunes I haven't shared. I made them. Yep, I made them, and that was it. And I always cancel. Tune car. Yeah, on FH4, that was my reasoning. Oh, look at this. I just shared my original a couple days ago. 918. I don't know why I would have shared it. Maybe somebody asked me for it. Yeah. It claims I have a lower top speed and I have a lower 0 to 60 with that tune than I do with my current tune. I know why. I was playing around with it a little bit and I adjusted some things and I didn't want to lose what I already had. And so I saved it, but I don't know if it's shared. It's probably not. Normally I don't share tunes. And most of the time, like, I can't use my Bel Air as an example either. Because last night there was some kid come on and I was drifting around all over the place with that 55 Chevy. And he's like, oh man, help me build that car, blah, blah, blah. So I texted him a bunch of crap. And, I told him the PI is going to end up being like 943 or something. And he's like, what does that even mean? I'm like, it's the car's performance index. It's the number up at the top. He's like, oh, mine says that I'm ranked whatever. And I'm like, dude, seriously? Go to tunes and search for a tune. Here's the number. I'll get you the number in a second. So I went and saved and then shared the tune. I give him the tune for my 55 Chevy. He's like, oh, this thing is so sick, blah, blah, blah. When they say it's so sick, SIC, I know they're like under 18, I I know it. I wish I had somebody I could drive around with, Right? Yeah, let's see if anybody's online that wants to convoy. I'm just looking to see. I am going to bed soon. I did one more race and then I'm getting ready for bed. That's what it looks like. That's what it looks like. See? Did you see what I just did? Look at convoy. Right? Find a convoy. Anything goes. Oh, now it's going to come up with some dudes. It didn't just a second ago, but I'm not in leader session. So that means I have other issues involved with my internet. Cruel Warrior. What the hell are they driving? Wait a minute. A Ferrari F40 and a BMW M5 are both A784? I don't think that's right at all. Car collection. Ferrari. Ooh, I was right on Ferrari. Well, it's Ford, but Ferrari F40. 80 F40. Right here. Oh, man, you gotta go to... Whatever. I thought you could see it there. Because I don't know if mine's tuned or not, and I don't care to look. So if you go to the auto show, and then look to see what it was. It was a Ferrari F40 and a BMW something. What am I looking for? Ferrari. F40 is a 784. That's bona fide. And then a BMW. Was it a 2018 M5? Because that's 784. It had to be. M5 2018 784, and then the Ferrari 784. It's 2018 BMW. They probably changed cars, right? Nope, 2018 M5 784. I'm still not in their session though. I don't know. I don't think you can get in their session without being invited somewhere. Yeah, I don't know, because managed convoy, you can't just join leader session. There's only select back and manage convoy. You push manage convoy, and it's find a convoy, leave a convoy, cancel, or invite friends. The only other thing you can do is select any of the players by pushing your A button, and everything says the same. So there's nothing I can do about that convoy. Because I don't think you can go to solo and then go to online. We'll see though. I think it would boot me. Oh yeah, friends and players is gone. What? Connect to Horizon Life and try again? Oh, okay, there it goes. It just connected over to Horizon Life. Horizon Life. Yeah, it booted me out of one. Now it won't let me connect to Horizon Life. Whatever. I don't care. I want to do one more race and then I'm going to bed. I know. Yell at me later. Copper Canyon looks good to me. I'm right here. We're gonna do it. Same car? Same car. Unbeatable? Okay, unbeatable. Wow, that took a second to get to clicking that one. I might be getting what I call loaded up on my computer. It seems like after I play for a few hours, like, I don't know if the RAM gets low or, it's a fairly good system, so I don't know. But I don't know. It just seems like every once in a while it goes through little ticks of I hate you kind of a thing. Yeah, don't hate me. I didn't do anything. I've just been playing. Whatever. The game is the game. Computer's computer. Well, like how long it's taken to get this game loaded right now. It might be the not Microsoft, but well, probably Microsoft, but Forza servers too. see you in a minute. When I said, oh. That yellow card. I think it was that yellow card. Smashed me into the side of that thing. Dead stop. Yep. Dead stop. Now I don't think I can catch him until the end. Yep. And that was that yellow cart. Tapped me into it. Oh, you gotta be right in my way. Come on, get out of the way. Well, I might end up second, but I doubt first. 62%, that's a long way to go for catching that dude. Oh, when you're doing stupid stuff like that, too. Well, you know the results of this race would have been different if the AI wasn't aggressive. Sometimes they are worse than bots. Real people can be really stupid. But I'm sure I would have been able to catch. Yeah. I'm sure I would have been able to catch that guy had that yellow dude not screwed me though. Second place. And I'm a little sloppy because it's getting late and I'm getting fatigue and... yeah. It is what it is. I could always go back and see if it was that yellow guy that screwed me, but... yeah, it was that yellow guy that screwed me, I think. Good way to defend me. Oh, yeah, the bots are always out for you. Can't go that way. I might have went out and just got dirty again. Well, the game physics, if you look at how I just stopped, the game physics are definitely not simulator and more leaning toward the arcade of things. Because if you look at the angle of the trees that are up there, there is no reason why this Mustang should be sitting here like this. No reason. Yeah, like, if I get out and I look at the car, that car should just slide right down this hill. There's no two ways around it. You know? I mean, it probably will if I do stupid stuff, but to be able to drive like this, that's not even... yeah, I mean, I got my steering wheel in a little bit in order to drive straight, but that's quite an angle that your car is sitting on. it's actually hard to drive outside the car now, unless it's off-road stuff, and then whoa, car around the corner, right? It's off-road stuff is totally different driving, you know, and I know to be real, you want to be inside of it, but being off-road, them big jumps, man, that's so unreal. I don't feel the need to be in real mode. You know, like, even this isn't that real when I'm inside the car, but it's better feeling and looking to me. Like, I can judge the apexes a whole lot better. And, you know, I'm a better driver when I'm inside of it. I used to think the exact opposite way. I used to think, oh man, I can't see anything. I gotta be outside the car. I can't tell what's going on. Once I started doing, like, this drifty stuff, you know, like I can sit here and do this la-di-da-di. I know I'm stuck in second gear and not doing big time drifts. But the point is when I change over to the outside view, yeah, I could probably get bigger drifts, but you're gonna find that I don't know, there's almost like a lag, and then I can't catch myself. You know? I don't have the same sense of being in the car. You know, and some cars are better than other cars. Like if I go through that exact same place, running this Chevy I made, and I'll even go back to the beginning of where it started out. You know, this car doesn't have the same. I don't think this is the right place. I think it's got to be on the other leg. Yeah, I think it's on the other leg. I don't know. That doesn't look like it either. I don't know. Here, we'll do it this way. Drift zones, because that's where I was at. Yeah, it is on the other leg.